Hi everyone, welcome to Rad Art Studios. Today we are going to be doing a fun lesson on making a bead watermelon slice keychain. For our watermelon keychain, we are going to need around 2 feet of bead cord. We're going to need 13 green beads. We're going to need 29 hot pink beads, and we're going to need 7 black beads. To get started, the very first thing we're going to need to do is take our keychain or our hook or whatever it is that you're using. I actually don't have one, so I'm just going to use a paper clip. But we're going to feed this through and get that into the center of our cord. And to do that, I recommend grabbing both ends after you've fed through your keychain, lining them up, and then kind of just letting that keychain piece hang so that you know it's in the center. And then what I like to do, just to make sure I've secured it, is double knot the cord or the string that I'm using, attaching it securely to the keychain. Okay, once you have your keychain on, the next step is going to be to start adding the beads. We're going to go ahead and start on the right side of our cord, and we're going to take 1 hot pink bead and feed that all the way through up to the keychain. And then you're going to take the left-hand side of that cord and you are going to feed it through the bead as well. So far we have 1 pink bead attached underneath our keychain. So once you have your first bead thread through both the left and the right side, you will notice that the strings have kind of crisscrossed. So your left string became your right string and your right string became your left string. From that point, you're going to again start on the right, but remember it's actually your left string, but it's crossed over now to the right. But on this one, you're going to add the next row, which is going to be 1 black bead and 2 pink beads. So I'm going to go ahead and add those now. And then the same rule is going to apply. You're going to thread them through, starting on the right. So when you go to thread through the left side, you're going to go the opposite direction. So I went through the pinks and then the black last. This time I'm going to go through the black first and the pinks last. And then pull both sides through. That will give us our second row. And then we're just going to continue that same technique throughout. If you're following your template, you will notice the next row has 1, 2, 3, 4 pinks and 1 black. It doesn't have to look exactly like that if you don't put them in the exact order. That is completely up to you, how you choose to do that. But I'm going to follow it exactly as it is. So it's 1 pink, then a black, and then 3 more pinks. Again, I'm feeding it through on the right side. I'm going to go the opposite direction with the left side of the string. Feeding it through all 5 beads. Again, taking both strings and pulling it through until it goes underneath our second row. row has 7 beads in total, 6 pink, 1 black. Take the opposite string, feed it through the opposite way. Once you have that part of our watermelon, we are going to add the rind, which is like the green part. That's going to be our last step, and that is going to be 10, 11, 12, 13 green beads. And that is the end of making our watermelon slice bead keychain. But we do have to tie it off or all the beads will fall off. So what I like to do is I like to go through on each end, the last 2 beads. It can be a little tricky, my string's fraying a little bit, but go through the last 2 beads. Both sides. And then just tie a knot. You could, if you do have glue on hand, glue them shut as well. If you have another technique that you prefer to use, whatever is going to help keep it solidly together and not come apart. Then if you have extra pieces, you can just go ahead and cut them off and your keychain is done. Thank you for joining, boys and girls. We'll see you next time.